guys, Ben here, and today I'm going to be doing the bad card challenge with MTG Young Mage. MTG Young Mage is another Magic the Gathering YouTuber who I really like watching. So a while ago I said, hey, do you want to do the bad card challenge when Aether Revolt comes out? So we decided we were going to do the bad card challenge. The next thing to figure out was what bad card are we going to have to build a deck around. So we asked each G player and we had some Twitter polls and stuff, and overall we decided Gonti's Machinations was the worst uncommon card in the Aether Revolt set. So we both had to build decks around that card. Alright, we're both going to post a deck tech on our channels. You can check out his down below. Also, while you're over there, don't forget to subscribe to him. He's a super good channel and creates really high, top-notch content, so check him out. Alright, let's get right into the deck tech. Alright, so the deck I came up with is a black-white sort of life gain, life drain deck. And it has two sort of win conditions. So you gain a lot of life and just drain your opponent using your drain spells. Or if you get up to 50, there is an Aether Flux Reservoir, which you can use to win. So basically this deck tech is going to work, and we'll start with the creatures and go basically by type. So let's get started. Alright, we're only running 4 creatures. We're running 4 Cliffhaven Vampire. It's a pretty good creature. It's a 4 mana, 2/4 with flying, and whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. So this is sort of just to slowly chip away your opponent's health. You're going to be gaining quite a bit of life in this deck, so it will just slowly chip away your opponent's deck. It's also a decent flyer if you have to deal just like a few bits of damage to sort of win. Next, running Drana's Emissary. It's a 3 mana, 2/2 with flying, and at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So, this sort of works very well just because you're gaining life every turn and they're losing life every turn. It's also nice because it works well with the Fretwood Colony, which we're on next, and it works well with our, because we have a combo with our Gonti's Machinations. Alright, next we have the Fretwood Colony, which I mentioned, which is a 2 mana, 1/1. It can't block, and at the beginning of your upkeep, put a +1 counter on it, and lose 1 life. So basically, you're using life loss to trigger Gonti's Machinations. It's pretty basic, just you're losing life and putting +1 counters. The counters aren't as good as the life loss, but you can always attack with it. Then the last card we have is Lone Rider / It That Rises 1. Lone Rider is a 2 mana, 1/1 with First Strike and Lifelink, and at the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, transform Lone Rider. So Lone Rider then transforms into It That Rises 1, which is a 4/4 with First Strike, Trample, and Lifelink. So you're going to be gaining life with this and attacking with it as much as you can, because it is a First Strike Trampler with Lifelink, which is pretty good. Alright, now we're going to move on to our sorceries. Alright, for sorceries, we're running Elms of the Vein. It's a 3 mana sorcery that says target opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life, and you can madness it for 1. So we probably won't be madnessing this. On a very rare case, if we get a too big of a hand size, which doesn't usually happen, we may have that, but we probably won't. So this is just to slowly dig at your opponent's life total and you gain a bit of life. It can also transform Lone Rider. Our next one is Chaplain's Blessing. It's a 1 mana sorcery that says you gain 5 life. This can also trigger Lone Rider, plus it's just some life gain to get you up to Aether Flux Reservoir. Alright, now I'm going to talk about the instants that we're running. So first we're running Fatal Push, which I think you guys know, but I'm going to explain it anyways. It is a 1 mana instant that says destroy target creature if it has converted mana cost 2 or less. It also has a Revolt that says destroy target creature if it has converted mana cost 4 or less. So it's pretty good removal, and most standard decks are running black right now. So that's our first instant. Then we're running Dazzling Reflection. It is a 2 mana instant that says you gain life equal to target creature's power the next time that creature would be dealt damage, prevent that damage. So this is good for stopping your good creatures from dying, plus just gaining a bunch of life, possibly a Fretwood Colony if it gets super big, or just trying to protect your good creatures from dying. Alright, now I'm just going to talk about our combined enchantments and artifacts because we're only running one each. Obviously, we're running the Gonti's Machinations, and we just basically use the energy to sack it to gain life and deal damage. I think this would be a good commander card. It's not very good in standard, but that's why it's a bad card challenge, I guess. And it also synergizes really well with Fretwork Colony because you lose life at your upkeep and get an energy. Next, we have Aetherflux Reservoir, which is one of the win conditions, which is you pay the 50 life and deal 50 damage. You won't always get to 50 life, but just if you do, this is a funny way to win. Alright, and last for lands, we're just running 11 basic plains and 11 basic swamps. Alright, now I'm going to look at MTG Young Mage's deck, and I think we made pretty similar decks, because I'm looking at it right now. He made a black-white deck just like me, and it looks like we have similar strategies, just to drain your opponent's life and gain a bunch of life. He did add Felidar Sovereign, which is a creature I missed on mine. It is a rare, and it's a 6 mana, Vigilance Lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 40 more life, you win the game, which is pretty good. But otherwise, our decks look pretty similar. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Also, go over to MTG Young Mage's channel and leave a like on his video. And if you enjoyed it and want to see more, subscribe. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!